I am here today to talk about one of the classes in D&D. One that I feel like deserves to actually be like evaluated. And no, today I'm not talking. I'm not talking about bards or fighters or wizards. Surprisingly, yeah, no, bards over there being horny is oh hell. Let's go with that. Wizards being like fireball, and fighters being like, I have a sharp stick. I gotta stab you like 30 times within this whole fight. Why? Because it's sharp. But no, this class is a spellcaster class. I feel like, considering everything, it's actually pretty balanced. It might even be one of the best spellcasting classes. And I'm even counting like all the not player handbook classes like artificers, blood hunters. Blood hunters, I'm pretty sure aren't spellcasters. Are you hunting blood? Like I know you're edgy, but are you hunting blood? Why are you called a blood hunter? Are you like the opposite of a nurse or something? Be like, oh, blood donation? No, this is a blood giveaway. Blood giveaway. I'm taking your blood. Blood taxes. Oh, okay. That's a whole D&D side. Okay. No, this class is druids. Yes, the furry bait, even though rangers technically fit that as well. The people are like, hey, nature, don't cut down that tree. Why? Because I feel like you should have cut down that tree. Yeah. So first of all, a few important things. They are legitimately one of the best balanced spellcaster classes. First of all, they're full caster, not half caster like paladins and stuff like that. Obviously, all half casters are like good at fighting and spellcasting. But no, they're pretty good at both. Like medium, light armor, shields. They can't wear metal for whatever reason. Like, can I not put a paw on my head? Why is this a rule? It doesn't even explain why. No, it doesn't explain why. It just says they don't. That feels more like a social rule, like a, oh, we don't talk about that kind of thing. Oh, we don't talk about abortion. Oh, God. Then, rather than an actual rule that they need to follow. Another thing is, well, obviously they're shapeshifting, which actually kind of sucks, to be honest. It's like, I think it's like twice a day. Wow, you could transform up to twice a day for an hour each to an animal. The CR isn't even that great. It's like I think it's just for moon druids, which are really the best for transforming. They can turn into an elemental eventually, but it's a third of their level. If you're a level 20 druid, you can transform into a level 6 creature. That is terrible balancing. It should be higher than that. Why would I waste this to become a level 6? Oh yeah, sure, you get extra HP and that damage doesn't cross over to your thing, but like, you don't need that extra HP. Druids get a D8 HP. They already get a good amount. Plus, if I remember correctly, when we check, their suggested stats are literally wisdom, which makes sense since that's their magic spellcasting stat, and constitution. So already, if you're playing one smartly, you're already going to be popping out like a +3 constitution modifier, maybe. So that's a 4 to 11 HP. So that's about, let's say, 7. Yeah, let's go with 7 HP averagely. That might not be the average, but I feel like that's about the average. Anyways, something cool about them is that they're one of the classes that are over here being like, hey, we don't need material spell components. Which really, I can kind of both get and not get that. Like, okay, yeah, they're druids, they're connected to nature, but also wouldn't it make sense for the guys who are literally connected to nature to use nature? They also have this whole thing about sacred wood. Dude, I can't even remember what the heck the sacred wood is for. Okay, so sacred wood. Yeah. Okay, so it's like how clerics have their Pantheon? I don't freaking know. Their holy symbol as a spellcasting focus. This wood is apparently their spellcasting focus, which could lead to interesting results. Which, like, say, take the blights, or whatever they're called. Yeah, the blights. The little walking tree people. If their party is sacred wood, would a chaos druid just be like, hey, I'm taking you now, you're my sacred wood spellcaster. And they're like, no, don't do this to me, man. Well, Anyway, sorry, I'm kind of going off topic here. Wild shaping kind of sucks. Like, honestly, it's really useful if the thing has a good ability. You don't transform into like anything else. Like crag cats, okay? They be good at climbing. Relics, also the crag cats are from Rime of the Frostmaid. Relic sloths, extremely strong. A regular druid can eventually transform into them. I think their strength is like 18 or 20. Not very fast, but yeah, strength. Boar. Oh, this one's easy. First of all, you're small. You can hide in certain spaces. And also the whole thing that also half orcs have. That's like if you get dropped, if you're like, if when you get dropped to 0 HP and you take less than a certain amount of damage, you can like come back. But they only get, when you shapeshift, it's only like once per, what is it, short rest or long rest? Okay. Anyways, those are like kind of the good ones. But here's the thing. So wizards, yes, I have to talk about wizards for this, have the thing where if they, I think it's called arcane recovery, where if they rest long enough with their books, they can gain extra spell slots back. If you choose Circle of the Land, you get that, but natural recovery, which is honestly pretty cool. But anyways, their spells, all druids generally together, are a very interesting mix. First of all, they have Charm Person. I've played as them for years. I had no idea why we have that spell. Like, I'm a druid. I spent like 90% of my time in the forest. Why would I need a spell to charm people? I don't even have good charisma. Heck, charisma or strength as a druid is your weak stats. So, it's weird. I don't even understand, like, why? Why would you give that to druids? Like, okay, our strength is low because dexterity. You don't need both. Or at least if you use one for attack, you don't need the other one for attack. Kind of thing. Druids use, well, obviously dexterity. Because reasons. Also, the weapons they can use, you can get one that does like a D8 damage, but their spells, aside from Charm Person, are very useful. First of all, nature and animal ones, obviously, they're druids. It wouldn't make sense for them to have those. But then they get into elemental stuff and transmutation, like launcher. Oh, hey, you move faster now. I think they get jump. I think. You get Flame Blade. You get Creative Sword out of fire. Also, on a side note on the fire thing, Wildfire Druids get a lot of cool fire spells, and if you use the Unearthed Arcana one, which actually fixes them, but in very small ways, like making their Wildfire Spirit that you can summon have a better way of calculating HP, also gives them the spell Fireball. Yeah, that's right, folks. The guy who's trying to protect nature, who also has to destroy nature or make more nature be able to grow, has access to Fireball alongside the chaotic sorcerer and wizards in our society. So yeah, you could have a party that every spellcaster has Fireball, because why the heck not? God, we're screwed. Literally, the first thing would be that, like, Scarecrows. If you fight an entire party of Scarecrows, this happened to me in freaking, Curse of Strahd, okay? Wildfire Druid, I was something with Cleric, and it was fiery. My character was also a fairy who was a werewolf, who was affected with lycanthropy. Also had the amulet to change their size to, like, medium. Very interesting campaign. I gotta be a little furry fairy that charged at people and shot fire at them. There was a whole group of Scarecrows. I think there was like 8 of them. Fun fact, Wildfire Druids deal extra damage with fire spells. Now I have to check the thing, but that might include stuff like Wildfire that isn't even directly doing it until you hit it. Heck, Flame Blade might also do it. Also, it increases, they also can heal more HP. So, yay! You get to be the offensive supportive dude. So essentially, you are the red mage. If they had red mages for Final Fantasy and D&D, that's what you are. A Wildfire Druid. Who likes burning things. But, anyways, I'm going to check the spells. So seriously, we do us druids really get some interesting ones. Like I'm looking at it, and it's like it's interesting. Okay, let's read off a few. This is just the player's handbook one. Because reasons. Oh wait, Ice Knife. That was added from Xanathars, but that wasn't even that one's awesome. Because you throw it, and if it hits someone, it deals damage to them. They get a dex save to avoid it. But then, even if it doesn't hit them, it does a little icy explosion around it. So everyone in that area has to do a dexterity saving throw. However, it's a full damage or none type of thing. So you can essentially just hit someone with the knife if it hits. And then if they fail the dexterity saving throw, they get hit by 2 slashing and cold damage. Yeah. Because us druids be like elemental things for some reason. Like seriously, we are like sorcerers. Like ultimately, if you took every class and put them into groups, you know who you would see as elemental masters? Sorcerers and druids. Now, sure, wizards have access to elemental spells, but they don't necessarily have anything to master unless you choose that one subclass. But sorcerers and druids are already masters without choosing the subclass. Wildfire Druid just helps a lot. And Storm something. What was it? There was a sorcerer one with lightning. I can't remember its name. I don't really care for that one. I don't play sorcerers. Well, anyways, okay, some druid spells, okay? Detect magic. Detect poison and disease. Okay, makes sense. Fairy, fire, fog, cloud. Still makes sense. Good berry. I guess. But then we start going to like some of the big ones, okay? Polymorph. Wall fire. Conjure elemental. Your little buddy over there who wants to protect nature can summon freaking elementals from the plane of fire, water, earth, or air to terrorize people. They may be good at support, and generally they won't be that aggressive, but if they are aggressive, get ready to see some weird stuff going down. Okay, let's see some other ones. Move earth, sunbeam. A lot of thorn-based things. To some. Okay, Tsunami. I know how to say it. My tongue won't let me say it though. True Resurrection, Storm of Vengeance. Yeah, we got some weird spells on here actually. Like seriously, dude, we even got like one of my favorite ones, Heat Metal. Chaos. Anyways, when it comes to druids, there is hard to explain it, but with their elemental mastery thing, it's not an actual trait. They just are good at it. They have a thing for support, okay? But the thing is, even though they're good at support and also transforming into animals, blah blah blah, they can be interesting because let's stick into backstory wise here for a few classes, okay? Fighter, you are trained with a sword. Heck, you probably don't even know what magic is. Maybe there's quite a few that don't. Heck, it's one of the easiest classes to multi-class into if you're any other class because essentially you just have to train with a weapon. Monk, cleric plus fighter. Problem. Religious, less weapons, weird energy. Wizards, you went to school. Fun fact, bards also go to school. Something people keep forgetting about. Their subclasses are colleges. If you read about it, they went to school. Okay? There was a whole school filled with these horny guys that didn't know when to shut up and didn't know they were annoying. Okay? Paladin. You want to fight for your religion. In fact, you're willing to kill people about it. Hey, but if it's for the greater good, right? Except if your religion's not for the greater good, and then you don't know it, then you're just killing people for no greater good. You're in fact bringing the demise of the world, and then you figure it out, and then you figure out that you killed all these people for what you thought was a greater good, but really you were spreading chaos. How does that feel? Okay, but druids, even though it says, they have a connection to nature, right? They do have some things similar with rangers. They're heavily connected to that class. Like you might be a guy, like backstory-wise, you might just be someone who trained in that. You could have been the ultimate Boy Scout. Heck. But here's the interesting thing. Because they're connected to nature, you can justify a background like... One of my favorite things to say is that it's not that you necessarily like nature, but... Or you don't hate it exactly either, but like you're connected to nature. Kind of like how sorcerers can be connected to the elements. With the elemental thing, okay? You could also go with, like, they really liked animals and they learned how to transform into animals and then they decided to learn the powers of nature to better encompass that ability. Or they may just be that one dude that has way too many pets. Or goes camping way too often. It all fits. Somehow. This isn't even going into the weird druids like, oh, hey, I got little stars thingies, and now I can give myself buffs. I think that one's called Twilight or something. Can't wait. Oh, wait. No, there's also, what do they call it? Okay, there's this one about mushrooms. Okay? Necromancy. I'm not sure if we can already do necromancy. I'm going to check that real quickly. Here, no, I don't know. Necromancy spells. Names up well. Greater restoration. Oh, yep. True resurrection. Okay, yeah, that. So it seems like we have a little bit of that. Also, we can control minds. We can regenerate, reverse gravity, plane shift, mirage arcane. Yeah, so pretty much necromancy and area of damage. Druids are pretty variety. Plus the fact that they can have a good armor class, they can be great at melee fighting. Heck, they have a cantrip that you literally attack someone, you get like acid claws or toenails or fingernails. But acid claws sounds kind of cooler. And you attack someone, and if you hit, you deal 1d10 slashing, or no, acid damage, sorry. This cantrip gets freaking strong, okay? 2d10, 3d10, I think it gets up to like 4d10 eventually. But when you reach level 5, you never need to use a normal melee weapon again, except for maybe Flame Blade. Because literally, well, it does make it so you can't cast any more spells on your turn, so there's that, but it doesn't take up concentration. You can just casually be like, hey, buddy, how's it going? 3d10. Yeah. Also Flame Blade. Seriously, over there. It does 3d6. We're doing more damage than a great sword. A great sword. Now, sure, it only gets strong once every 2 levels. Spell levels. So 2nd, 4th, 6th, 8th. So what is that, like 4? At level 4, 4d6, level 6, 5. It goes up to 66. Oh, God. Oh, God. I did not realize that. I've rarely gone past level 5 in the campaign because people don't like freaking being committed. But damn, that's a lot of damage. Whew. Anyways, I think that's pretty much everything I can think of about druids. There's probably more, but I probably forgot. I'm probably going to end the video and then forget. Because freaking forgetfulness. Yay.